Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. We've got another stadium video for you guys. And look, it's not that often that I post a completely one-sided game. I'll be upfront with you. I mean, it's going to be spoiled in the thumbnail anyway, or the title. This is a one-sided game that's in our favor. Now, the reason for that is at some point in the game, we get a lever on our team. And I wanted to upload it because the confidence is kind of funny, where people on our team just agreed. It's still a game that we can play, even when we've got a lever. Now, on our team, we've got some very talented players. Jinx is a well-known high-ranked tank. The enemy team are not made up of newbie players either. Like, I recognize some of them, like Rolfie was a Brig in who got 75k healing in one of the videos over on the main channel, I think. And I recognize several of their players, actually. So we're not against bad players or anything. Still, you never know how the gameplay is going to go, like here, team comp synergies and builds and just how people are playing in that day. So it doesn't look like it should be a one-sided game. So at the moment, I pick Phantasm first. Mostly because when you're against like Anna or someone, it's quite difficult to get close with Phantasm. Reflex coating, considering it, because I mean, look, there is still certain stuns and antis that we can make use of. So we get Shady Spectacles because I like ability lifesteal as well. I mean, if you look on their team, we can get hit by rocks, we can get hit by anti-nades, we can get hit by hinders. So reflex coating could be an option, but sadly it doesn't give you 25 health. If it did, the item would probably be anytime anyone on their team does some sort of stun or anti, just one player, I would take it every single time. So going into round one, we do have Sigma, Freya, we've got an Ashe, Kiriko and Moira. They're on Sigma, Soldier, Cassidy, Juno and Anna. So we've flat bounced the orbs here. We're going for a heal orb start, at least for now. Like, get a little bit of healing up. I quite like the heal orb start when running Phantasm. I find that it's much easier to get the value of the heal orbs in the early rounds, especially against ranged DPS and tanks. I mean, everyone on their team is basically ranged. So it makes sense to try and get the cash through healing. The team captures the midpoint and the sleep managed to avoid that one. Juno low health, we'll take her down. That's no problem for us here. We've already kind of locked the enemy team back in their spawn. Still, we're only up to 25% capped on the objective as our Freya took a load of damage. So just rotating back around now to provide healing for our Sigma. Take a couple of hits, but it's not a big problem here. Got to watch that flank though. Soldiers very, very low. Damage orb bounce around the corner. That should zone them out that we can go over to our tank. We didn't need to spot it with healing just yet, but our Ashe needs heals. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Long range Anna shot. Again, move her out of position with the damage orb. Next Phantasm orb is damaged, so we'll look to move forward. Just so we can drop it off on the choke if we need to. Try a little slide bounce there. Chases. Simple geometry. Doesn't get the kill though. I mean, damage orbs are pretty weak anyway. And yeah, we're holding them back nicely here. 81%. Nano boost does come in. Sigma's a little bit out of position, but with the anti there as well. We should be, as soon as the Sigma finishes the little sucky thing they do, we can drop off our heal orb. Coalescence coming in now. Damage over onto the tank. Sigma body blocks that for us so that we don't... Yeah, I mean... That's round one. Great start for our team. We've only got a 5k cash advantage though. I think a lot of that is because Anna was basically free healing at the back, and Anna has insane cash generation anyway, if she's uncontested. The problem for her is she's often contested. So one of the reasons for picking Phantasm, one of the other reasons should I say, is we looked at the map order at the start and we saw that this map was next. Phantasm's good on this one. Obviously a lot more close quarter combat. So just with those first two maps, we'll probably get more value out of this than we would out of, say, Cross Orbital or Chain Grasp. So that's just another reason. Reflex coating. Pick that up now. We've got Ballistic Buffer as well. Looking at the money, that does allow us to get Energized Bracers. But we may have to sell one of these if we want to pick up Vitality Amplifier as well. Alternatively, we could just go for something like Wrist Wraps or Custom Stock. custom stock gives us more AP, whereas wrist wraps would give us more right-click grasp power. So we've opted for more AP. That usually suggests we're going for more of a healer kind of build. And I mean, it worked so well in the first round that it sort of makes sense to do it again in the second.
3, 2, 1.
So, off we go then. Our Freya's on 13.8k cash as well. Which, yeah, just shows that they were doing quite a lot in that round. Especially without a Mercy Pocket as well. So we'll just take up our position on the point. We're pretty safe there. We've got a fade. We'll drop off the damage orb Phantasm where the Sigma would probably like to stand, but it looks like he gobbled that one up. So now pushing forward. We want to get an orb behind his shield. We can just fade back. We're behind natural cover, so that's good. Our Sigma shield seems to be protecting our supports. It doesn't... I'm not going to question what this tank does, because this tank is a very good tank. And I guess that was what they were doing. It was just allow the DPS and like other support to... Well, actually, it was just the DPS to free damage behind the shield, and the Sigma himself doesn't really need it. I mean, ultimately, they did get killed, but I think that was just the relentless pressure from the enemy team. Enemy team capped the midpoint. I said it's one-sided. It's not like crazy one-sided. At least not in this round anyway. We're going to go push down for a little flank and use some cover again. We fade into the little room to take the mini. We're going to rotate around, but we saw our Sigma moving forward. Flat bounced off the wall at the back to chase anybody still standing in the choke, as enemy Sigma takes a lot of damage. We'll drop off an orb there, but we're going to get well out of there because there was players flanking on the right. How far we fade back often depends on what we see. So now we know there is a player in that room there that we can always try and zone out with the damage orb. We do that and immediately go tag with our Sigma. Happy that he didn't move the shield. Some Sigmas, if they're not aware, you stand behind it thinking you're safe, and then just, yeah, the rock hits you in the face there. Not this one. Again, the shield's left in that choke point, which is actually a really good, you know, I'm learning stuff here. Like, the more I think about it, the better that just is. Now, they're currently in that forward spawn, but that will expire soon, and they can change back spawn, but we're just going to check in case anybody's been sneaky. Seems like they did change spawn. So putting pressure over onto the Juno, that should hopefully isolate the Sigma a little bit, but we don't need to push out there because we've got to cap this midpoint. Again, a kind of zoning orb for players who are looking for that flank. We do try and use the Kitsune Rush with the Coalescence as well. A lot of enemy ults coming in. We're going to have to respect that, at least a little bit. So now we get our health back up, and then again, we want to use our health and tank stuff. Contributing your health pool is one of the biggest like factors that you can do in, especially in high rank play. Like, you don't just want to stay safe. So many people put emphasis on staying alive that they make sure that they never take damage. It's like, look, the enemy team are going to shoot somebody. Ah, we were out of that. The enemy team are going to shoot somebody. So if 4 of you hide, it means they're all just going to shoot one player, and then you're never going to be able to heal it. So we try and maximize even the damage that we're taking, so that it means, well, other players on our team aren't taking that damage. And then when we're weak, other people have stepped out, they can take some damage. We get back up to full strength and we go again. Oh, no touch. So, round 2. Got a slightly larger cash lead. We deal quite a lot of damage there, which is certainly nice. And, I mean, Freya earning more money. We're not getting this MVP cash. 100.9k cash earned. We've got quite a nice lead. There is a chance of a Mercy Ball here. So, going into round 3, and our Ashe leaves the game. Now, my immediate thoughts are, not again. This happens quite often. When you're solo queue, you tend to get more levers than when you're playing in a stack, which normally puts us at a bit of a disadvantage. But then the second thoughts are, I didn't even see our Ashe in the whole game. Like, I saw the work that the Freya was doing and the Sigma, but I never saw the Ashe. So I'm just like, okay, well, we'll win this. It's also much slimmer chance that we'll be able to Mercy Rule them, because we're not going to get Ashe generating cash. So, okay, let's work out what we're going to do. So, Cyber Venom, get these debuffs in. We're obviously going to be full like damage. We're not focused on healing anymore because we've got to make up for a DPS. Haven't yet decided on multi-ball, although it makes sense with Cyber Venom. Cross Orbal, though, would provide us with some healing. So we're going to opt for Cross Orbal by the looks of things. That is just going to mean that when we're putting out all of this damage, because multi-ball's not really for damage, we're only applying one debuff, it's significantly safer. So do we try for the 3-0 then leave? And I was like, no, we just win the 4v5. And Turtle Thomas is like, I think we can win. Like, our team just... Not even just the Mercy rule, right? Even if we lost the round, I think we're all still staying here. Because I think we would all still believe that we could just win this game, even if we went down around here. So, going into the 4v5 now, we've got to be much more active. So we're going to be looking to do stuff significantly more often. That means taking a few risks. Happy to push forward like this, get that damage out, try and make up for the lack of DPS. But we want to do everything, like the rotation back to the cart. Remember, we can't just leave the cart too much. We still need to actually push it. That's going to put us in a 3v5. Anytime that we've got nothing to do, we want to be on the objective. Or like distracting players or something. There's always something to be done. And in a 4v5, that is one of the key principles here. Right now we're making cart progress, so we don't need to worry too much. I'm going to drop off a Phantasm Orb. Heal Orb should get us when we land. One of the advantages when you've taken a hit of firing the Damage Orb while you're in the air is that because of the delay of Cross Orbal, you'll fire the Heal Orb when you land, and then it's much easier to follow. Whereas if you fire the Heal Orb first, it's probably going to like get away from you. So even though you get less duration from it. Right, going to fade jump up top. Look for the Ana who was up there. We did see her earlier. Put some pressure on her. That means she's not healing. Can we, the rest of our team, exploit that? Well, our Freya does take down the Juno there up top. We're back on the objective. This time Kiriko rotates across. Everybody understands the assignment here. Freya's over on the, well, supporting us on the objective. We're just going to try and stay around here. We haven't got Heal Orb loaded on Phantasm, but we had to use it anyway. So this time we're just going to make use of Cross Orbal. Coalescence coming in over onto the Sigma, but quick rotation over onto the Juno. She's getting low health. We took a bit of damage, so we've got to fade this. Juno taken down. Just a Sigma point blank flat bounce. Kind of. Over at least to the side. Or Damage Orb over onto the Sigma as well. They get taken down. Looking at the cash, it is... Ooh. I'm not sure. Is it going to Mercy Rule? It's 15k for the Mercy Rule, isn't it? I think them just getting these kills here, I think has saved us. Or is it 10k for the Mercy Rule? If so, this is really, really close. Well, we haven't even won the round yet. So, enemy team now pushing, but they haven't yet moved it any meters. So, still 19 seconds. Two of our players going to get stuck in that. Pick one and save one. The other one was behind natural cover, so we picked the one that was out in the open because they're more likely to take additional damage. Sigma gets taken down. Great job from Jinx there. As we push over onto Juno. Oh, wish we had a Chain Grasp like loaded here. Instead we just take down Juno and not a Mercy Rule. Yeah, it's 10k for the Mercy Rule. I knew that. I was just... Yeah, for whatever. Wow, it was close as well. 0.3 is the difference.
Next up, we're picking up speed with a payload race.
So we got to do it again. This time though, it should be harder because they've now got 5 players with additional items and money to spend to enhance their characters. We've only got 4.
The teams are gearing up.
But we are doing well. We're certainly not going to leave at 3-0 up. I mean, there would be an argument if the enemy team won 2 rounds in a row. You might think, this doesn't work. Again though, I still think we would all stay. So how are we going to build this one then? We'll keep Cyber Venom. That worked out quite well. We've kept Energized Braces. That gives us 14k to play with. If we get Lumerico, then we can get 2 of the 1.5 items. So for example, Reflex Coating, proving very, very handy. And then we could opt to get something like Adrenaline Shot if we feel like it's a health pack, a map that we'll use the health packs on. Otherwise, we could go for... I mean, on this map, there are a lot of health packs. That main one in the center of the map, that's why I would take Adrenaline Shot here. So giving ourselves a bit more survivability, hopefully a bit of overhealth when we take those packs as well. looking at the damage here, we've pretty much got Sigma, Freya and I dealing damage. Our Kiriko was on kind of max healing, which actually works out because it just means I need to do as much damage as what I would normally do, say, combined with an Ashe and then a little bit of healing to make up for it. And I mean, Cross Orbital kind of does that.
3, 2, 1. Let the games begin.
Right, start of the round. Can we clean this up, or is it suddenly going to become a struggle here? I can't heal that, and I'm not having my back to the enemy team for that long. Right, push him forward. In comes the Cross Orbital. We were following the Cross Orbital orb, but in comes a Cassidy. A couple of nice shots from him. Takes us down, and that puts our team in a really tricky position. Anytime we lose a player, that is really bad because it's now a 3v5. Quantum does manage to kind of equalize that, or at least put it back to, I mean, it's equal right now. You get what I mean. Just hit the like button on the video. Thank you very much. Right. Phantasm Orb over near to the Sigma. We're trying to move the objective here. We really want to keep making objective progress because it's very hard to make it in the later stages of the map, so it'd be nice if they contest us. And now we're fighting a 1v1 against the Juno. Oh, she went in for the kick. But because we used the orb, our Lumerico, I believe, just healed us up there. I'm assuming we took Lumerico. I mean, that seems to make sense. And judging by the amount of armor that we've got, yeah. So, tank's holding the choke point. We are still moving the objective, which is nice. Not going to get killed here right away again, but we are being chased by the Sigma. At least for now, we've got our fade just about. Fire the Cross Orbital there, and we're just trying to stop them from moving the objective as well here. It's not just about fighting the Sigma. Of course, 3 players. No, I don't fancy that one. Not going to be able to use that adrenaline shot there because the health pack was not up. But instead, going to put some pressure on the Ana. Enemy Cassidy does get taken down. Oh, the Ana with the nade here in the overhead. We do get slept, but reflex coating proving to be very effective there. Now just trying to use the rest of the coalescence over onto the soldier. The player did flank over there. We pinged them, but us pinging that location meant we took way more damage. Just let our health recover here. Ultimate comes in from the Sigma. We try and fire the orb to support it. Doesn't look like we take them down though. We're going to fade out of there. I mean, we could probably just use the Sigma shield for a bit of cover. We hear the Cassidy footsteps. Oh, nearly took him down there. Okay, I mean, they're not pushing the objective right now. There we go. We actually get to use Adrenaline Shot for that over health. 455 health here, which is nice. Anna misses the sleep here. We fire the orb there, but oh, you see a Cassidy on low health. The argument here, do you try and heal the Sigma? No. We wouldn't have been able to survive. Well, keep them alive. And so now we've killed the Ana. We're in a little 1v1 against the enemy Sigma. Can we win this one? Sigma does get taken down. Who we've got to deal with now? There's a Juno and Cassidy coming in. Drop off the Phantasm Orb for them. Maybe we could have healed that, but it is tricky to heal the Freya as soon as she jumps around. Take down the Cassidy. It's a Juno up against the... Oh no, they've got more players coming in. But still, they've got to push their objective, and they're only just getting it round that corner. So we've got a choice. Do we go to our objective to try and just clear that up, or do we go and stop the enemy one? Well, I think our best chance of winning is to just go to our one and force the enemies to come over to there. We know that one of their players is not there. Coalescence, we're using it at least a little bit with Kitsune Rush. Focus the Juno. She nearly got taken down. Oh, the Ana nade comes in. A lot of damage out. Nobody on the point. And they've won the match. Whether it's a victory we can be proud of, I guess a little. It's always nice to win a 4v5. Guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Never give up. Stay active. And yeah, I thought you might enjoy this video. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. If you could hit the like button either way. I mean, that's a bit unfair. I guess if you didn't like the video, fine. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't. And well, we'll see you in the next one. GG.